Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of this wonderful channel, and to the members of the channel, thank you all very much for your continued support as we keep moving in the direction of no bullshittery. So thank you. Yes, Sunday today, isn't it? The Lord's Day, the day of rest. And it started off quite weird for me, actually. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. And you know what? I'm really pleased about how we managed to keep moving in a direction of positivity. When you're positive and you surround yourself with a fantastic circle, you're always going to have some knobhead try and penetrate that circle because they feel left out. And that's where you make the circle even tighter. But there we go. Now, yesterday I did a thing, and I'm going to point this out. I loved Queen Elizabeth, the late Queen Elizabeth. I think the Prince of Wales is fantastic, William. And I think his wife, the Princess of Wales, is fantastic, Catherine. I like Sophie. I like the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. I do. I like other members of the royal family. But for some reason, because I say I don't like the King and the Queen, yesterday a dickhead said in my post, I never took you to be a Republican. Listen, stop being stupid. What a stupid thing to do. Research. I fought against the Irish Republican Army, the British Army against terrorists. Why would I... To be accused of being a Republican is just stupid, isn't it, really? I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't bother me, it's just stupid. It makes you look uneducated, for a start. I don't like the King and I don't like the Queen. I like other members of the royal family. And the reason why I don't like the King is because I think he's weak. I think he's a weak, woke, spineless individual. But that's my decision to make. You can think he's wonderful if you want. But there we go. The one thing that stood out this morning is this. It's alleged that King Charles is furious at his brother Andrew's relationship with a Chinese spy. As far as King Charles thinks, now this is how stupid I think he is. It makes the royal family look bad. No, it doesn't, King Charles. What makes the royal family look bad is your shithead of a son and your daughter-in-law. That's what makes the royal family look bad. It's got nothing to do with your brother. I mean, this just shows you how out of touch you really are. If you think that your brother's relationship with a guy, a Chinese guy, by the way, which was, and let's get this straight, this alleged Chinese spy, member of the Chinese Communist Party, was thrust upon Prince Andrew by David Cameron, the then Prime Minister, when he was trying to get closer ties to China, and asked Prince Andrew as the trade envoy to work with China. So this is a guy that was thrust upon Andrew by David Cameron. But Charles thinks it's making the royal family look bad. The world is looking at the royal family as a spineless shit organisation because of what you've let your son and daughter-in-law get away with. I don't even see you as a good dad, as far as I'm concerned. I really don't. I think everything that Prince William has achieved, he's done it through watching his grandmother. Certainly not through watching his dad. Yeah, so there we go. That's what I think. Yeah. Other story this morning. Ed Sheeran's cousin is in the paper. I will never speak to Ed ever again. I will never speak to him. Yeah, okay, so why is this? Well, I'm 9 years older than Ed. Okay, yeah, okay. When we were younger, Ed used to spend summers with me. Well, that's what families did. I remember spending time with my cousin Keith. Well, yeah, and we used to write songs together and do stuff together. He's now worth 375 million, and I live with my mum. Oh, well. So, you know, and he won't let me sue him because I think some of the songs he wrote, I helped. Oh, shut up and grow up. You live with your mum because you're shit at maybe writing songs? Isn't that weird, eh? And by the way, I don't think Ed Sheeran needs to call you anyway. I mean, why would I want to call a jealous member of my family when I can pick up the phone and speak to Stormzy or Elton John or Mariah Carey or Shakira? I mean, family feud, eh? I mean, wow. Ed Sheeran, the most streamed artist of all time, over 54 billion streams of his songs. And then you've got his cousin, Jethro, who no one knows. Well, we now know who you are, Jethro. You're the jealous cousin of Ed Sheeran. That's how you'll probably go down in history. Quite sad that you've done that, but there we go. Why don't you ask Ed for a fiver? I'm sure if you said to him. In fact, you know what? You've probably caused more damage now by being a jealous member of the family than what you could have done had you have spoken to Ed. But the fact is, you says, I will never speak to Ed again. But you put that in the mainstream media so he can read it. You know what I would do if I was Ed? I would buy all the houses around where your house is and then just turn it into a fucking play park. That's what you can do when you're worth 375 million, Jethro. Ah, well. Sad, isn't it? But hit back at people. There's another story this morning which is going to be big. I'll tell you now, it's going to be big, and I think it's brilliant because, as you all know, I am a good friend of Matthew Morrison's, who left the UK to pursue a movie career in America, where he did Transformers, he did Resident Evil, he did Rambo, he did Black Hawk Down. Well, guess what, people? An online Twitter troll has done something crazy. They posted online, and it's a blue-ticked one as well. Now, if you are a blue-ticked individual on social media, it means the platform has your real name and address. It does. Well, this blue-ticked verified Twitter account posted online yesterday that Matthew Marsden fled the UK because he had been caught fiddling with children, and that's why he lives in the US. Matthew has went mad. He has not only posted online that it's libel, Matthew's got a lawyer involved and is going after Twitter for the identity of the person that posted that, and he's going to sue them. Idiots. Idiots. These people just do not know where that line is to not cross it. Just because you've got a fake name on Twitter, if you're verified, you lunatics, if you're verified, Twitter knows your real name and address, that person is going to lose everything. And I'm speaking to Matthew, go after them, get them, make an example out of them, because that's what I'm doing in the UK with a guy that lives in Gloucester. So stand by. Listen, you can only fuck with people for so long and then they lose their shit. And then when they come after you like I'm doing, and Fiona's helping me, I tell you now, people, you are going to wish you never even got a social media account. Idiots. But there we go. There we go. And I want to put to bed, because I am getting messages from people living in the US about, Trevor, there's drones over where I live. There's drones here. There's drones there. Calm down. Calm down. It's not the Russians. It's actually a classified US military exercise, which is now being brought up. And the reason why they had to let people know is because everyone was losing their shit across the place going, there's drones here, there's drones there. Yeah. It's an exercise that people are taking part in. There we go. At least that's put to bed. And by the way, the Minister for the Labour's Minister for Environment has stated this. UK families are going to have to pay 20% more on their water bills because of broken sewage works. To pay for broken sewage works. No. Water companies have made billions of profit. Why do they not use their profit to fix the pipes? What's it got to do with us? What's it got to do with us? Nothing. Greedy water companies have pocketed their profits rather than invest profits into fixing water pipes, water installations, fixing sewage. Labour are shit. They're scum. The party is. Just taking everything from us. Not to do, people. Just set fire to your passports and go, well, I don't know if I'm British or not. I can't remember. Yeah, I've got a short memory. Yep. I'm not saying do that. I'm saying, but sometimes you feel like just going, just identify as someone else. Identify as a refugee. See how much you get looked after then. Shocking. Crazy, isn't it? Isn't it crazy that if you don't pay your rent or your mortgage, you could lose your home? But if you break into a home and you have squatters' rights, they can't take you out. How's that weird? I mean, so if I refuse to pay my mortgage, I can have my house repossessed. But then if I break into my house, which is being repossessed, and I stay there as a squatter, I have squatters' rights. I mean, the world's so messed up, isn't it? It really is. And a blind man in the UK has just won Strictly Come Dancing. Chris has won Strictly Come Dancing. Can't remember his second name because I don't care. But it just goes to show you, doesn't it? I mean, no matter what people say you can't do, you can if you achieve it. If you put your mind to it, you set your mind to it, and you focus, you can achieve anything. You can even break into a mansion and have squatters' rights. That's crazy, isn't it? And isn't it? That's like going to jail for not having a TV license, and then when you get into jail, they give you a TV. Pfft, wow, what a shit place we have. Anyway, as I said, tomorrow Diane Durham's up in the Leeds court, where we'll see it's for her plea. We will see how that works out. But regardless, myself and Fiona and a few others will be doing a live stream next week, and where I will be reading out correspondence from different police forces. A guy in Gloucester Police, Suffolk Police, and Sussex Police is the 3 police forces I'll be dealing with. Stand by for that. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? Where you start to hold other people accountable for their shitty little emails. Anyway, other than that, I'm going to go and chill. Do not post stuff online about people if you can't afford the lawsuit, okay? Have a wonderful day, everyone, and remember, stay safe.